Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when we feel like 8 o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. NHL picks from BPOW picks as well. That's what we're focusing on a lot right now because NHL's back in the land and we're all so happy. And we got great content from Ron Keats. Ron Keats said, "I really appreciate your content," something of that nature. Keep up the good work. You know what? I take that encouragement, and thanks, Ron Keats. That is freaking awesome that you mentioned that. After the COVID, my views are down. I'm feeling a little unsure down there in the place where you're unsure. You know, those places. So, Ron, thank you very much. That's awesome, buddy. We're gonna send you in my NHL Pearls of Wisdom necklace signed by me, limited edition 2020. I have Melissa heading into the Perlocopter. That should be on the way any minute now. He said, Perlo, you don't like the Leafs much, do you? I don't like the team this year. Nothing to do with the organization. I've especially the fans. I absolutely love Leafs fans. Leafs fans are very knowledgeable. They're very respectful. And they deserve a darn cup. Like, they are passionate and they deserve a cup. Same as, like, for sure. I want them to win a cup. If I'm going to be wrong about anything, it's that Columbus. And you know what? Toronto looked freaking awesome last game. So let's get into some of the discussion yesterday. I had a parlay of the Columbus Blue Jackets PL, so they could lose by 1 and under. So we got the under, didn't get the PL, and Toronto looked absolutely fantastic. Did you see yesterday Tortorella, the post-game media thing that he did? They kept on asking him questions about the game, and his answer was direct. We sucked, and the Leafs played extremely well. That's what he said over and over and over again. I love that. Did I say Barry Trotz again? I always get them mixed up. Torts. I love him. He's my favorite, maybe of all time coach. It's close. I liked Roger Nielsen too. And he also mentioned the Rangers. The Rangers burnt me the whole series. First of all, they made it sound like Shesterkin was going to be in and then put Lundqvist in. I lost twice. Then they put Shesterkin in and looked horrible. Honestly, deep down, I didn't feel good about that bet. I think I do pride bets because I said that if Shesterkin was in, they'd win that series. They put Shesterkin in. I should have known that was a lot of pressure for a kid. Whatever. We make mistakes. I made a mistake on that one. It is what it is. So, thank you very much. And I was talking to another fellow. I should remember his name because he's messaged me a lot on here several times. But he sent me a whole bunch of stuff on some free stuff I could get, and YouTube took it all down. Go into our comment section. It's not there anymore. But thank you for comments. Comment down there at the bottom. Let's connect. Let's connect, boys and girls. Also, hitting the subscribe and bell helps a lot for this channel. And allows me to grow. Okay. And you too. It allows you to grow. There you go. See? If you were wondering whether you were going to grow, now you know. Bet365. We're going over to Bet365, and we're going to look at the NHL games. What the heck happened to my Bet365 thing? I went all buggered up here. Hockey. Game lines. There we go. Let's look at the games. Okay, I'll talk to you about the game right now. I'll tell you right now. I should have told you this right away. Oh, go to BPOW Picks, by the way. It's the finest in the land. We have a YouTube, Patreon. I'll put the Patreon down there. People are making huge money. Yesterday, I did take a little bit of a loss, but we'll be back on track. It doesn't happen very often. It's under 3.5 right now for the Islanders-Florida game. 0-0 in the first, and it doesn't look like either team is going to score, seriously. I have the Islanders to finish off the Series ML on this one. I also have an under at 5. So I would recommend you go over there and do the under. Anyways, now, there's a free pick for you. There you go. A Nashville-Arizona series. I am scared of this this game. Nashville looked horrible the first game. Arizona looked horrible the second game. Kemper did not have a strong game. That does not happen very often. They got the under at 5 here. If Kemper's something wrong with Kemper, this could be over. Arizona, tough. But I will tell you this. This is going to be my pick for you, I suppose. It's going to be Nashville. Brian's picking Nashville. My buddy, that's why it's B-Pow. He's B, I'm Pow, Pearl of Wisdom. Clever. He's taking Nashville. So I'll tell you that right now. And Mr. Capper's comparison, if you ever start doing hockey again, you can put that down on your board. Brian's taking Nashville. If you wanted me to take a lean on this one, I'm going to say Nashville as well. But I'm not strong on it at all. But put that on the board. Why not? Capper's comparison, by the way, it's the best Capper's comparison. There, I said it. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Boston Bruins. Brian has a lean on an under here. I put that. I can put some of these down here because they're not really paid picks. They're more just leans. I do have a bet on this for my Patreon people, so I can't really talk much about who's going to win and who's not going to win. I will say that if you're going to be betting round robin games, I would keep your bets low. Round robins are not really in the same intensity. It's kind of hard to say where their head's going to be at on a game like this. I could see Tampa. I could see Boston for different reasons. And I do have a pick. I'll play on this on my Patreon, so I'm going to leave it at that. Same as the Colorado Dallas Stars. I have a play on this one on my Patreon as well. So I can't talk too much about it, except I'll give you a few things. Dallas Stars, Bishop looked really good last game. The team in front of them still struggling to score. And that's the thing. If Dallas can find ways to score, if Seguin can get his head out of his ass, and all these sort of things that can happen for Dallas, they could be a really strong team. Colorado Avalanche has looked really good as the last all through the playoffs so far. Before the season, I can tell you this, because I didn't put this out as a bet. I had Colorado Oilers and possibly St. Louis as my top 3 in the West. I think I picked the I picked the Oilers to win in the West, but Colorado, man, that's gonna be one hell of a series if they both play each other. I'll tell you that right now. That would be insane fun to watch. Pittsburgh, Montreal. I also have this as a pick on my Patreon. So I'm going to not really say much about it. I haven't put this as a pick on my Patreon, so I'm going to give you a kind of a free pick here. I'm going to say the under on the 5.5 here. There you go. There's a pick. There's a pick for you. Free pick. Under on the 5.5 with the Pittsburgh Montreal game. I may later put that on my Patreon, but I don't have it now. It's not a paid pick. So if they win, I don't think they mind if I put it on the YouTube. Edmonton, Chicago. I have a play on this one too. I got burnt on the under on the 6.5 that last game, and I was watching one fellow, I think it's Bulldog or whatever, on NHL Picks, and he made a very good reason why it was over, and he was right. So I'm gonna shy away from the over under on this. Like I said, I can't tell you the pick on it, but I did give you a couple free picks there, didn't I? I also had the Vancouver game yesterday. What else did I have? I had the Islanders. So we were down just a tiny bit, maybe like 3/4 of a unit, half a unit, something like that. Maybe a full unit, something like that, yesterday. So boys and girls, thank you for enjoying this fine programming and sticking with me. Remember, if I can get 10 $3 or more subscribers over at Patreon in 1 week, I will give free picks every day for a week. So we got to get 10 in 1 week, and I will give you free picks for a week. It doesn't even have to be you guys. If we get 10, you will get free picks for a week. So let me know though, if you're gone over there, let me know on the bottom if you went over to Patreon. We had one fellow yesterday, so He grabbed a $7 package, which gives you dog picks and a couple picks a week. So that we're down, we just need 9 now. 9 more in a week, and I'll give you free picks for a week. And if I keep on getting 10 every week, I'll keep on giving you free picks. The way I'm doing this is simple. If you want to just support me for giving you free picks, I can do it that way. However, I do have Patreon members paying for picks, so I don't want to be disrespectful to them. I'm sure they're not going to mind if they're making money and it's bringing more people over there so we can keep that thing going. So I decided we'll do it this way. Lots of love to you, everybody, and subscribe, bell, help us out that way. Comment in the comment section. What are your picks? Tell me your picks. We can talk. I might not be able to talk about every one of them, but you guys can talk to each other about them, right? That's my full 42%, boys and girls. That's all I have to give. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.